Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back into the video. And today I'm going to be talking about the RWBY Volume 5 episode or chapter 2 review. And the episode name is Dread in the Air. And it literally was like that. So, the episode starts off with Leonardo Lionheart is with one of the, one of Salem's, people, basically, and he's assisting, him to this room, and you see this orb thing with spike circle or just spike horn string things or whatever there. He summons Salem and Salem appears. Lionheart tells her what he knows because of what Crow told him. So he's a betrayer. Now, this could be because they were already there, but he's still a betrayer there, people. So, he tells the information and stuff like that. You see Cinder actually talking a little bit there, which surprises me since she's supposed to not have a voice. Cinder clearly wants to go after RWBY. And she says no in due time. You can't make the same mistakes and whatnot there. So Cinder's still very agitated about the situation that Salem is presenting there. I just did a video on a theory about Cinder, which you guys can go check out. I'll put the link in the description. It's a theory about this whole thing about Cinder, basically. So, I won't get about that in this, since this is the review. So, anyways, Cinder is just distraught, and she's not happy, and she eventually, just walks away there. Well, Salem is still talking to Lionheart. Lionheart speaks out, and Salem gets pissed, and she uses her little string thorn thing there to, choke him. Just choke him. And, shows him, what she can do to him. So it's an act of fear there. So, good scene there by Salem and all the villains, the main villains here. So then the next scene after that is all done, we get Weiss, who is still on the cargo ship. She's gonna help the driver. What happens is there's they're on the ship, and then eventually they see ships getting destroyed by these insect things there, insect Grimms, I guess you can call them. There, they take out the ship. They turn on the radio. And they're like, "Oh crap." And then after they take out the other ship, they eventually then go after, the cargo ship. So now Weiss has got to, help out, they, take stuff from the cargo because unofficially they don't have anything in there. But they do. So she starts using them to power her weapon. And, she starts, attacking the insects. They eventually maneuver to get away from them, but some others keep coming back. Eventually, there's a giant one, which Weiss uses the big, clone thing or whatever, ice clone thing there to take it out. But it's a little too late. It gets damaged beyond repair, so now they're going down. I think all the cargo ended up like getting taken out too as well. So they eventually go down. Weiss is trying to cushion the fall. It's just not working, so they do fall down hard. Probably had she not cushioned it the couple of times that she did, to soften the blow, they probably could have died, but they didn't, because she was able to slow it a little bit down, but wasn't able to do it enough. I guess from the velocity that they were at, she couldn't stop it fully, and that's why she just kept trying to do it. Each time it broke. And we'll get back to that in a little bit, but they crash, and then that's the end of that scene. And then next, you got the headmaster, or not headmaster. You got the supreme leader of the White Fang, which she's not happy with what Adam basically did. With Adam, the White Fang leader, Sienna, as I believe that's what they're calling her. She's just not happy. Like, she's just flat out not happy with Adam. At what she did, or what he did at Beacon, that even this violates, the Fuso's race. Their what they do in the in their policies. They can't have a war with the humans and stuff like that, and this is not going to work, and it's just unacceptable for what he had done. And Adam said, look, we did it for a reason, and stuff like that. And then eventually he brings a human in there, who's aligned with Salem. Like, the Adam is essentially aligned with Salem, which something tells me that's going to come back to bite Adam, because I don't really think Salem is going to help Adam. Like, I mean, he's helping Adam right now, but I think something along the lines here is that Salem's only doing this to, help her, and like eventually will break away from Adam once everything is settled, but we'll see where this goes. But Adam basically is like, we can wage a war against humans. We can wage a war against humans. They should be serving us, and fearing us. And she just doesn't like this. She's not agreeing to it. And when the human comes in, she's even more pissed, and he's trying to explain stuff to her, and it's just not really working. And, when Adam says what he says, he says, guards, take him away. And then that's when Adam, or not when Adam, but that's when the guards, don't follow the orders. And they said, they follow me now. And, Adam says they follow what I believe in. And then you see the other guards, come in. I was like, wow. That's a change. And so she basically says that she won't go down without a fight. And he's like, yeah, I know. And then Adam just basically stabs her right through the body, and essentially killing her. And Adam basically tells the guards, say a human attacked them, and give her a proper burial and stuff like that. So, again, he's going to pin the murder on humans, even though he did it, Classic, classic king type, ruling murder type thing to get into power. So now Adam's the ruler, is the supreme leader of the White Fang now. And so now he's basically declare a war against the humans. So we'll see where that goes. So Adam's just all gloating. The human guy that he brought is basically, this was unnecessary. And you should have let me know that this was going to happen. And he said, you said, to bring him in to convince her, but, never said anything about doing what I did. So he did it so he could be the ruler, and he said this was completely unnecessary. And Adam was like, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. So, Adams is now basically the ruler of the White Fang. So then, after that, we get to the last scene of this episode, which leaves everyone in the shock. They always give you the shock value right at the end. Everyone's going to be surprised about. And that was Weiss, is out of the cargo ship. She just gets up. She's got, like, all this dirt on her and stuff like that. She's like, where am I? And, you see these two bandits right there. And she's like, help me. And then it's like, that depends. And then you just see Raven come in, and she's just like, you will be a big asset for us. Basically, I'm imagining money or something like that. And then they knock her out again, or Raven knocks her out. So it's a really interesting, turn of events on Raven, like what she's going to do with Weiss, because that's how the episode ends. On what Raven's going to do with Weiss. I mean, she is a bandit, but I don't know if exactly she knows who Weiss is. She could, but I don't know for sure. I mean, she is a bandit after all. So I'm not exactly sure. So we'll see what happens there, but it is very interesting to see that Weiss has essentially gotten to Raven before Yang has gotten to her, or the Team Ranger. Team Ranger hasn't gotten to Weiss yet. So, or not Weiss, to Raven, to Raven. So we'll see where that goes. It's really interesting that Weiss will be the one that's there now. So I did like this episode. It was a really good episode. We don't know exactly what Salem's gonna do with Raven, because now she knows that the Spring Maiden's there. So we'll see how Raven handles this. Because we really haven't seen that much from Raven. We've seen a couple of things. The mask, scene, when Yang was looking at her, and I believe this was, I think that was the fight when she was fighting Neo. Which, by the way, we didn't see Neo. I know a lot of people were looking forward to seeing Neo. As I like to call her, Neapolitan. Neo, I don't know when she's gonna appear. A lot of people have said, a lot of people have had theories for a long time. She wasn't in Volume 4, obviously. I like to see Neo. Neo is a really cool character, and I do like Neo. She's one of my favorites, but of course Yang is my favorite. We didn't see Yang in this episode, so I was not happy about that, because Yang is my favorite character in this whole series. I didn't get to see Yang in this episode, so I was not happy about that. I was like, what? No, yeah. Oh, yeah, we didn't even see Team Ranger. Speaking of that, we did not see Team Ranger at all in this episode at all. So we'll see where they're going, too, because we didn't get to see them in this episode either. So, yeah, I like this episode. There are a couple things to take away from this and see what direction that they're going with, but we're gonna find out more about Raven really soon. I think in the next episode, I think they're gonna really talk more about Raven. When Weiss is there, captured and stuff like that. We're gonna, she's gonna, question her or something like that. Because after all, we know that this is Yang's mom, and obviously, Weiss, I don't know if Weiss knows that, but then again, I don't know if Raven knows who Weiss is. So this is kind of a really interesting dynamic. Raven did say that, she, could make some, good money, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, maybe she does know who Weiss is. I don't know. Again, they are bandits, so I don't exactly know what she's planning with Weiss right now at the moment, but it will be interesting to see what happens in the next episode. So yeah, I was happy with this episode. Thought it was a really good episode. What do you guys think about this episode? What did you think was good about this episode? What were the good things? And what is interesting coming out of this episode? I would like to know. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, rate. If you like this video or my other videos, please subscribe. And that's about it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Peace.